what's up everyone, I'm Ashley and this is Ashley Talks Movies. Welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to be doing a review of Netflix's newest series, The Babysitter's Club. But before I get to the review, a couple of things. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my videos, and also hit that notification bell to get notified every time a new video is posted. So back to The Babysitter's Club. So Netflix has released a new adaptation of The Babysitter's Club, and the show is basically an adaptation of the popular book series from Anne M. Martin. And this is not the first adaptation of The Babysitter's Club. In fact, there has been a TV series of The Babysitter's Club before. There's even been a movie. But with this particular series, it's taken the source material and given it a modern update, modern twist. And I was actually really excited to watch this series because I read the Babysitter's Club books when I was a kid, and I really enjoyed them. And I watched the original series, and I watched the Babysitter's Club movie. So I have, a knowledge base of the Babysitter's Club, the characters, the storylines, and things like that. So I was really interested to see what Netflix would do with the source material and how they would update it for this modern time. And I have to say, I was really, really pleased with what Netflix did. In fact, I feel like the show is really good, and I feel like a lot of people should watch it. Granted, I don't think I'm necessarily the target audience for this show. I do think they're skewing younger, which is totally fine. That's what this story is for, and that's what those book series are for. But I do appreciate a lot of things about this series. So let's get into it. So the series essentially follows 5 main core Babysitter Club characters: Christy, Stacy, Claudia, Marianne, and Dawn. And it all starts with Christy, who comes up with this idea to start a babysitting service. And she basically calls it the Babysitter's Club. It's a way for them to make money. It's a way for them to hang out together, reconnect, all those good things. And this series is so good in that it has this really wonderful message about friendship, about loyalty, about growing up, coming into your own, individuality, all those things. And it touches on so many modern issues, right? And does so in such a careful, thoughtful way. For the series, individual characters are the focus of different episodes. So for instance, one episode will be kind of focused on Christy. She serves as the narrator of that episode, and all the other characters are featured in it, but the focus of the story, the point of view of the story, is coming from her. And then there'll be an episode kind of focused on Claudia and what Claudia is going through. She narrates it. Other characters are involved, but it's essentially kind of her story and her coming to terms with something in the episode. And I really like how they did it because it allowed each character to shine. It allowed you to learn a little bit more about each character and gave them a little bit more depth. And also, too, it allowed you to see how different all the characters are. And that's the important thing about this show, is that all the girls are very different. One's artistic. One is sort of a type A personality. She's kind of bossy, or perceived as bossy. And you have someone who's shy and reserved, and you have someone who's like, a budding political activist. And so all these things are revealed in the episodes, and you get to really kind of know each girl. I will say one of the highlights for me for this series was how aware of everything it was. Like, it's so aware of what's going on in society. It's aware of the younger generation that it's targeted towards. And it speaks to them in a way that doesn't feel like they're talking at them, but mostly talking with them, right? The show never treats its younger audience as if they're dumb. In fact, it's like, look, we know that you're socially aware. You have access to the internet and social media. You know what's going on. And it brings a lot of those contemporary ideas into the show. So that, it's someone who's older, I'm watching this, I'm like, oh wow, like these are things that, kids would be aware of. And, this show never, treats them like they're not smart enough to understand or comprehend a lot of this stuff. Overall, I think The Babysitter's Club is a great series. I really liked what Netflix did with this adaptation. I liked all the little modern touches. I liked what they did with the girls. There's a lot more diversity and inclusion in this series, and it feels so natural. And you know, the actors are great, and the storylines are fantastic. I think it's a really great series for, you know, younger audiences, especially those who are you know, growing up and trying to figure out who they are and what they want to be. There's so many good messages in this series, and I think, you know, even if you've never watched the Babysitter's Club series before, or read any of the books, or even watched the movie, I feel like it's something that really anybody could watch and enjoy, but especially, you know, this younger audience. So anyway, those are my thoughts on The Babysitter's Club. Let me know what you think about the show in the comment section below. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Were you a fan of the original book series? Anyway, share your thoughts with me, and while you're here, like this video, share this video, and don't forget to subscribe.